Okay, we all know the name Bronny James,
Yeah.
but sometimes we just look at the surface, right? The stats. Today we're digging into a really interesting perspective. Why J.J. Redick, former player, now analyst, gave Bronny an A+ for his rookie season.
Yeah, that definitely caught people's attention. An A+ whack.
Exactly. And our sources, they really focus on Redick's why. It seems to go way beyond just points per game or, the usual numbers.
Right.
So our mission here is to kind of unpack that. What did a guy like Redick see that made him so, well, optimistic?
Well, the first thing that really jumps out from the analysis is defense. Redick apparently put a huge emphasis on that.
Okay, defense first. Interesting.
Yeah, he saw Bronny as someone who could genuinely guard multiple positions. And it wasn't just like hustle plays. The analysis points to his basketball IQ, his anticipation, seeing plays develop, that kind of defensive feel for the game.
So the foundation is there, even if the offensive stats aren't huge yet. Potential lockdown guy down the line?
Potentially, or at least a very reliable, smart defender. That's often a sign of, long-term value in the league.
Okay, so defense is point one. But Redick must have seen more, right? What about when Bronny did have the ball?
Good point. Playmaking was another big factor, it seems. For a rookie, his passing and decision-making apparently stood out.
Vision on the court.
Exactly. An unselfish approach. Not always looking for his own shot, but making the right read, initiating the offense, keeping the ball moving. That's pretty mature for a young guard.
That makes sense. Now, shooting. It's crucial in today's game.
Right.
Bronny's numbers weren't, let's say, elite.
No, they weren't.
But Redick himself was an incredible shooter. Did he see something in the mechanics, maybe?
That seems to be the idea. Given Redick's background, he's likely looking at the form, the release, the willingness to take open shots, especially threes. It's not about the percentage now, necessarily, but the potential to develop into a reliable floor spacer. That's invaluable.
Okay, so defensive IQ, playmaking vision, shooting upside. What else? We have to talk about the pressure.
Oh, absolutely. You can't ignore the context.
Yeah.
The name, the spotlight, it's intense.
And Redick factored that in.
It appears so. The sources mention Redick, noting Bronny's poise, his maturity in handling all of that, that mental toughness, that resilience, facing that kind of scrutiny day in, day out. It suggests he can handle the ups and downs of a pro career. That's huge for growth.
So it's not just one skill, it's sort of the whole package, the less obvious stuff too, like versatility.
Precisely. Redick seemed to value that Bronny could contribute in different ways. He can score a bit, he can pass, defend multiple spots, rebound for his size.
He doesn't need the ball in his hands constantly to have an impact.
Exactly. That adaptability is really prized. He can fit into various lineups, play different roles depending on what the team needs.
And underpinning all this potential, I imagine Redick looked at work ethic too. You need that commitment to actually reach the upside.
For sure. That's almost a given for someone like Redick evaluating young talent. A strong work ethic, dedication to improvement. When you combine that with his age and the foundation he already has, it points towards, significant untapped potential.
So, putting it all together, this A+ grade, it wasn't Redick saying Bronny is a star now.
Like that at all.
It was more like an investment grade, a projection.
I think that's a great way to put it. Redick is reportedly very high on him long term. The A+ seems rooted in that belief. The defense, the feel for the game, the shooting potential, the mental side, versatility, work ethic, it all points to a potentially very solid rotation player, maybe more, down the road.
It's a fascinating way to look at player evaluation, isn't it? Going beyond the immediate stats, for everyone listening, it kind of shows how these experienced minds assess potential.
Yeah, they see the building blocks.
Right, and it makes you wonder, how often, maybe in our own jobs or interests, do we focus too much on the surface numbers and miss that underlying potential?
That's the core question, isn't it? Redick's analysis highlights these maybe less tangible qualities. The IQ, the poise, the work ethic. So the thought to leave with is, what other parts of life, maybe big decisions or judging people, are we getting wrong because we're only looking at what's easy to measure right now?
Overlooking that hidden upside.
Yeah.
Definitely something to think